My name is Tammy Shopland, and I am the CEO of Lloydminster Sexual Assault Services, and I have called the center home for many years now. Walking into the center for the first time 10 years ago, I really did not understand the gravity of such a space and place. The healing that happens within the walls of this 96-year-old building takes courage, strength, compassion, and time. In 1927, our building began its journey as the first city hall and fire department. It is fantastic to see the grand opening photo hanging on our walls to this day. We have 2 vaults, a mini door accessing an underground tunnel that has been filled in, and a jail cell from the back in the day, complete with a peek hole within the door to keep an eye on the prisoners. To hold so much history and importance to our community, our precious building has stood the test of time.
I think a sexual assault center is essential in every community. When we look at the statistics of how prevalent sexual violence is, it's not just targeted in larger city centers or certain socioeconomic statuses or ethnicities or anything like that. Anyone can experience sexual violence and anyone can perpetrate it.
One of the most violent crimes, such as sexual assault, is the only violent crime that is not on the decline. It's not declining in Canada.
LSAS and the Lloydminster RCMP have a wonderful working relationship and working partnership. We've been working hard to advance some of our services that we're able to offer here, such as the Little Bear Center. Little Bear Center is a local interview space where RCMP and LSAS staff can partner and offer a safe, supportive interviewing space for youth victims of sexual assault or child abuse.
I've worked with a lot of clients over the years too who have told me, in sessions, how safe, how comfortable, how inviting, how welcome they feel when they walk in. They come in, they curl up on these chairs, they pull their feet up, they wrap up in a blanket, and they heal and they converse and they explore what their next steps are going to look like.
First walk into the center now, it's much different than when I walked in well over a decade ago. Of course, this is a historic building, the old City Hall, built in the early 1920s, and as such, it showed its age. Going down into the basement was when I was first called over here. There was a sewer backup that happened at the time. There was water seeping in through the foundation, and my first impression was this building needs a lot of work. And as years progressed, and I was able to come back time and time again to help with different renovations, different improvements over the building, the basement, what the people here so commonly refer to as the dungeon, because of the way it looks, the poor lighting, the poor electrical, the poor plumbing, the constant seepage and leakage down to the basement, sewer backups that keep occurring because of wrong plumbing put in, it just is something that needs to be addressed.
At Synergy, our members, our board, our executive, all of our staff believe in the values and importance of supporting community and strengthening community. Strong communities require services at all levels, including the services that Lloyd Sexual Assault Services provide and the Little Bear Advocacy Center, and supporting some of our residents at some of their most emotional and vulnerable times.
Just their high level of compassionate care. They have an amazing ability to purposefully and consistently create and innovate in terms of new programs and services for individuals affected by sexual assault and sexual violence.
Unless you've personally come into the building for a tour, I don't think anyone can possibly put into words what goes on behind the doors over here. You walk in and you see this warm, inviting space, and you instantly forget what it's created for. And it's created to help women and children primarily who've been victims of sexual assault, sexual violence, some type of a horrible, horrible incident in their life. And the fact that the executive director and the staff here have been able to create such a space that it almost instantly takes you away from that pain.
Hope is good medicine, and so I'd just like to thank you for everything that you're doing for other people in our community. Congratulations on 40 years.
Behind every organization like this, there's hardworking individuals. They give back so much. It's time that we also make sure we give back to an important organization like this to make sure that they have all the resources they need to keep such an incredible service going here in Lloydminster, a necessary service going here in Lloydminster.
I think one of the key things to note with having a sexual assault center in this community and thinking of repairing the foundation so that we can keep this building for another 100 years, is we are looking to the community and relying on not only the folks that have access services or are current partners of the organization, but just community members in general who it may be challenging to think about sexual violence in our community, but it's here. So if we can overcome that stigma and support in any way that we can, that's what we're looking to do.
We are excited to spend this evening with you all as we reach for the stars to attain our fundraising target. We would be over the moon to have a sustainable and safe building for clients, staff, and for the community for years to come. Thank you.